Congratulations to Devin Haney on the win versus Yuriorkis Gamboa. It was a shutout performance. Basically, Devin Haney won all 12 rounds, outboxing Gamboa. However, I do have some criticisms about Devin Haney. Now, already I'm hearing the narrative that if you criticize Devin Haney's performance, he outboxed Gamboa. He got a 12 round unanimous decision, basically. And if you criticize anything about that performance, then you're not a true boxing fan. You're a casual, and you don't know shit about boxing. This is the narrative going out. Now, first of all, let me say congratulations to the youngster. He did what he was supposed to do. And as a hardcore boxing fan, I am still not impressed. I was not impressed with that victory last night over Gamboa. Here's why. Well, Gamboa is 38 years old. Gamboa has no legs. Gamboa was not even half the fighter. He didn't put up half the fight against Haney that he put up against Tank. Tank was able to knock Gamboa down 3 times, including the last time for the knockout in the 12th round. Devin Haney did not knock Gamboa down, not even once. So you outboxed the guy, you outmaneuvered him and all of that, and you boxed him to a 120 decision. Great. But on the biggest stage of your career, you are supposed to take chances. You're supposed to perform. You're supposed to, make a statement. Teofimo did against Vasily Lomachenko, and Tank did in his last fight against Leo Santa Cruz. Excuse me. So, this was your time to make a stand. You're finally fighting at least a name. I wouldn't say you're fighting somebody, but you're fighting a name at this point. And you couldn't get it done. Now, let's think of things, put things in perspective. You got Paulie Malignaggi, who has power, who has 0 punching power. You have, on a scale of 1 to 10, Paulie Malignaggi's power is like a 1 or 2. You got Floyd Mayweather, whose power is considered to be like maybe a 6 or 7. Let's even, 6 or 7. 6 or 7 for Floyd Mayweather. And then you have Tank Davis, who's basically his power is a 10. If you let one of these guys stand in front of you and knock you out, you will definitely, stand there and let a guy punch you. You will definitely get knocked out by Tank. You may or may not get knocked out by Floyd, but you probably won't get knocked out by Paulie Malignaggi, right? Depending on your chin, of course. But with all of the clean, flush punches that Devin Haney was landing on Gamboa, there should have been at least 1 knockdown, and there wasn't. And that kind of worries me a little bit about Devin Haney's future, because Teofimo seems to be tough. Tank Davis seems to be tough in the chin, and I just don't see how he can get past these guys. I don't see how. You can outbox him, outbox circles around him. That'll be great. If you can 120 these guys, then hey, more power to you. Only problem is, I believe that along with the power, Tank has just, he has just as good of boxing skills as Devin Haney. So Tank got the same type of boxing skills as Devin Haney. Probably even better, actually. Only thing is, Tank doesn't have to use it. He doesn't have to outbox, because if he touches you pretty much the right way, it's over. one time in the fight. So that kind of concerns me, man. I was hoping to see something new from Devin Haney. I was thinking that maybe he was going to come in here and you know, put the pedal to the metal, lay it all on the line and go for broke and just try to get the stoppage. Because also, Gamboa did not come to fight, ladies and gentlemen. Gamboa stood there. He was basically a punching bag all night. And he was having, you know, I couldn't understand the language, obviously. I mean, I don't speak Spanish. But, you know, his body language just seemed like he wasn't really, his corners, they were having problems or something. So it was obvious, man, that Gamboa basically came for a check. He came to get a check. He came to get out of there. And Devin Haney couldn't even get him up out of there. You know, so. Or you didn't even hurt him. Like, at least, you know, like you could have hurt him and we would have been like, okay, cool. But it was basically a pity pat party. And Gamboa was holding a lot. Granted, here's a criticism. People are saying, oh, well, Gamboa's a veteran. He knows how to survive. I'll give you that. I'll concede. Yes, he does know how to survive. You know, veteran tactics, holding, and all of this nonsense. But still, I believe that prime Floyd Mayweather would have been able to get Gamboa up out of there, you know. And I'm talking about with the same type of boxing ability, just the accumulation of punches with the punching power. I don't think Devin Haney got it, man. You can box all you want. You can move around. You can frustrate people with your movement. That's great. But if they don't respect it enough to back up off of you, then you're going to be in for a lot of long nights and a lot of long fights. So, I don't know. I believed in Devin at one point. I don't know now, man. You couldn't get a 38-year-old Gamboa up out of there who didn't even come to fight? I don't know, you know. But he did what he had to do. He won unanimously. And it is what it is. So, I don't want to make this video too long, you know. I want to see these guys fight each other. I do want to see the unification between Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. I do want to see that. But we'll talk about more of these things as they come to fruition. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Bro Talk 1000, and I'm out.